Right, guys. So I was in a wholesalers a few weeks ago. I noticed this lady was gawking over these snacks, these big boxes like kits for SlimFast meal replacement bars, things like that. They were very cheap. They had a number of stock of them. They had, pallets and pallets and pallets of them. It was insane. I could see the lady that was buying them. She had like a larger frame, perhaps like 10 stone overweight. Not talking about muscle either. I'm not fat shaming here, but she obviously had a mindset that it was these slim fast products and the packets that were gonna be the key to a long-term weight loss success. Obviously know that health doesn't come from adding things into diet. It usually occurs from a matter of subtraction, so removing things from the diet. What's most sad about this is that the girl had maybe a 12-year-old daughter, maybe a bit younger. She was, fairly sort of normal build for her age, I'd imagine. And she was like saying to her daughter, look at these products. They're good. It's good. It's going to be good for us, they're good value. We should stock up. All this sort of thing. And it's sad. If I'm completely honest, it is sad that at that young age, they're being put into the cycle of weight loss, dieting. They're being influenced. And this is someone who's 12 years old. They've got the whole life to live. There's so many more avenues you can take than just buying these like fad products. They're not even foods, to be honest. I'll go into that in another point in this video. And it might be that she's able to escape this endless loop of like dieting and that lot. But ultimately, our parental figures do give us guidance on these sort of things. So it might be that it just time goes by and she's able to, not fall trapped to it, basically. Anyway, I'm going to take a look at these SlimFast snacks. So I'll just try and share the screen. So what we got here is chop chip meal bar multi-pack. So this is the sort of thing that I saw in the kit. Get ready for a burst of flavor of new delicious meal bars. All right. Great availability. Yeah. It's clear they're being promoted heavily. Right. Let's just go through this list. So soy protein crisp. That's basically soy protein chunks that have been dried to a crisp, and any nutrition that they did have in them has been depleted. It's void. Not that there's a lot at all. Soy protein isolate, goitrogenic. It will impair your thyroid function. Sugar, basically. Salt, chemicals. This is oligofructose, is a prebiotic fiber. It wreaks havoc on my stomach and most people that I know. It's probably not something you want to be consuming at least large quantities anyway. Chocolate. So it's a health food bar with chocolate in it. It's brilliant. Great. All right. Load of chemicals. Polyglycerol, polyisonolate. Sounds good. Sounds natural. Yep. Vitamins, minerals, potassium citrate, calcium phosphate. Fine. They're not too bad. They're additives. They're not naturally occurring in the food itself. They've been added in to fortify it, basically. Vitamin C, unclear if it's ascorbic acid or another form of vitamin C. Could be actually potentially quite damaging. A lot of these things, like zinc oxide, you're not going to digest much of that at all. It's going to be absolutely trash in your body. It's not going to do a lot. Then they'll put on the, I'll show you the label, the nutrition facts later. Sulfate riboflavin. There we go. Vitamin A. What form is that? Is that retinol? Is that beta carotene? It's not very obvious, not very clear. It could be quite useless, to be honest. Folic acid. Again, we know folic acid does not do a lot in the body. They've been recommending it to mothers for a long time, but we know now that without doubt that it's the methylfolate that you're going to need, or in fact, it's the actual other cofactors you need to, stimulate the folate blood levels. Potassium iodide, not too bad. Vitamin K, was that K1 or K2? K1 doesn't do a lot in your body, so that's pretty much useless. I'd imagine it's K1, otherwise it'd specify if it's K2. Vitamin D, is that cholecalciferol or just vitamin D2? Doesn't need conversion. Is it that vitamin D is not very bioavailable? Emulsifier, more just junk basically. Sunflower oil, high in omega-6, highly toxic. Pectose paste. Doesn't sound very good. Fortified this sugar, brilliant. At least they've labeled the allergens, so barley, milk, oats, soya. It's not too bad. Glycerin, not too bad. It seems to be in a lot of like meal bar products. It's not ideal. Depends how much you're putting in, I guess. Now we're going to go through the nutrition facts. I'm guessing this is per serving, which is per bar. So you've got a bar here, which is 211 calories, 5.4 grams of fat, 23 grams of carbs, 6.7 grams of fiber, 15 grams of protein. Start from the top, should we? So calories. The energy contained within this food is quite high for a little snack bar. I'd rather just have a protein shake, to be honest. It's not going to damage me as much as this stuff. You've got fat, 5.4 grams. I guess it's meant to be advertised as like a low fat sort of product, so it's not terribly that high. Carbs, sugars, most of the sugars, to be honest. Not that carbs in anywhere that useful to most people. Say anyone really. Fiber, 6.7 grams. Again, that will disrupt your gut function. It's not necessary or essential for human beings, not human food. Protein, 15 grams. That's quite high to be fair, but again, as we saw the ingredients list, it's soy protein isolate. The bioavailability of that is trash. Second grade protein, not really a complete amino acid profile. It's not going to do as a meal replacement, that's for sure. Salt, obviously, because to preserve it, that makes sense. Give for all these and recommended intake per serving up here. So looking at this, thinking, all right, so it's about 30%. So, they recommend about 3 of these bars a day by the looks of it on the website. So you're going to get your daily allowance, but the reality is you're not any of it, not even close. We just look through these things like vitamin E. What form of vitamin E is that? All these things, and they just put them all in this bracket as if that's how much we need. I understand that's how food labels work, but the idea is that we need these things in this percentage. But the reality is everyone's requirements are so different. Potassium, 500 milligrams. Is that in 1 bar? Christ. That's gonna, that seems like a lot. I mean, I get in about 2.5, maybe 3 grams of potassium a day. Is that 1 bar? And that's 211 calories, supposedly. So that's a lot of potassium in there. Magnesium, zinc. Yeah, I mean, it's all junk, basically. There's not going to be a lot of nutrition to this at all. That's per 6 gram bar. So I'll carry on looking through this website. So 3 100-calorie SlimFast snacks a day or fruit and veg. I'm trying to highlight this bit first, and you can do that as well. I mean, personally, I'd rather go for the fruit and veg if I was to do this sort of diet. 2 tasty SlimFast meal bars or shakes. So you got 5 meals in a day. You got 6th meal, 600-calorie healthy meal, 800 calories for men. What's that healthy meal? What is that? That could be anything. People have got a very warped view on what a healthy meal is nowadays. We know that. Drink at least 2 liters of water a day, as if we're all the same and we all need 2 liters. That's not going to work out too well. Get out to tree, help preach your goal. Yeah, I'd say that's appropriate. It does make sense. So yeah, it's all products, marketing, trash. I'll even look at the recipes, see what's going on here. They put these calories as if that's the focal point of all these meals, and it's the reality is they need to focus on like getting enough protein to meet your protein requirement, provide enough fat in a healthy format to give energy to your body, and everything else. Like, I mean, that's not. I don't know what that is, parsley or something. That's going to be a lot of oxalate. That's going to be kidney toxic. I'll make a video on that at some point. I'm not being hypercritical here, but a lot of these things are extremely toxic and people don't realize. Evident the amount of people that are coming into gastroenteritis and nephritis with kidney toxicity from all these high oxalate foods. Yeah, so we're looking at, it's just incredible, really. Yeah, so we've looked at that and also did some more digging. So we've got some notes here. Made in a facility which processed nuts, eggs, and wheat, so allergens. It suggests to me that this is it's a factory that's going to produce the same stuff that's making your Mars bars, Skittles, Oreos, whatever. It's probably in the same sort of place. It's not going to be healthy, you know. It's kind of contradictory, really, if anything. So yeah, it's the fiber as well. So the fiber itself is gonna bound up all the, you know, any sort of relatively good nutrition that's in these bars anyway. So it's not going to be beneficial. The idea that you add it to your little chronometer app or MyFitnessPal and you're getting all these essential vitamins and minerals and this sort of thing, it's not what's in there. Your body's not going to do anything with that. My takeaways from this basically are: make your diet and exercise regime specific to you. Don't follow these template guides and think you're going to get the same results as people in the ads. Consume whole foods where possible, ideally from the animal kingdom, as I've mentioned, to maximize bioavailability, things of that nature. So if you need any help creating your diet, exercise regime, just get in contact with me. I've got affordable rates at the moment. Consultations as well if you want some advice. You know, maybe you've hit a weight loss plateau, you need to know how to tweak your diet to reap some more rewards from what you're doing. You're putting all this effort in, and you're not getting the results you want. Get into contact with me. Honestly, I've had great success with clients so far already. I really enjoy helping people. It's why I'm making these videos. I hope this video gives my viewers an understanding of what to look at for when you're looking at these like meal replacements and nutrition fads and these guidelines and all this sort of thing. You know, be a bit more careful, be more cynical. Everything you read is true. I'd like to hear everyone's thoughts and opinions on what I've mentioned in this video. So if you could leave a comment below, maybe say if you've tried these diets, you've had these meal plans given to you, if you followed them, what has your experience been? I'd be very interested here. Anyway, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Cheers.